Hello everybody, and today we're going to be starting a new series, and we're going to be expanding a little bit from the Dota that we normally do here. What I'm going to be doing here is a little bit inspired by Northern Lion, well, I say a little bit, a lot inspired by Northern Lion because he's a top quality YouTuber. You should go and check him out if you don't know him. Although it's a bit strange for me to recommend someone to go to someone as prolific as Northern Lion, but still. Anyway, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be playing XCOM, Enemy Within, but with a bit of a difference. We're going to be playing with the Long War mod. If you don't know what that is, you can have a look on, I believe it's Nexus Mod have this at the moment, and basically what it is it takes XCOM, which was fairly easy, and turns it into an impossible nightmare. The aliens research if you fail, they get stronger over time, they have much more health, there's a lot more items, and generally everything's just better. And before we go any further as well, I really should mention that I am far from an XCOM expert. I'm really not very good. I've played a few games on Long War so far, but not a huge amount, so we'll have to see how this goes. I got about halfway through in my last game, but that was playing with a few different mods, and I think I've finally tailored this one to make it challenging, but not quite as challenging as this game can possibly be. There are harder modes you can go on this one, which... no thank you, to be quite honest. Right, okay, so first of all, what we're going to do is pick up our first starting area. I'm just really torn between Asia and Europe in this one. I think Europe's probably the best place to start because laboratories are very important, of course. That gives you a little bit of edge up as well. And of course, reducing costs of laboratories and workshops are always good. So I think I'll start off with Europe. Okay, so this takes us straight into the first mission. One advantage this has over the original is your rookies, or your starting units, whichever ones you get before they level up, do actually start with items. And I'll go through a little bit of that just now. So as you can see, Okeke, I believe this is Jelani Okeke, starts off with an AP grenade and a flashbang grenade. Ellen Johnson starts off with an AP and a HE. That's anti-personnel and high explosive, same with this one. This one is AP grenade and probably some form of armor or something like that, and same with this one, same with that one. Okay, so this one is a fairly standard mission layout, I have to say. Fairly used to this one, so I'm just going to move up a little bit just here and post up in some slightly defensive positions just in case we pop any waves in this one. The enemies are far more deadly in this one. We're only going to be facing sectoids this early on, I would hope. There we go. So we have managed to pop a wave. They will only move on the first turn. They won't actually attack from here. And so we've only got a 35% chance to hit. There has been significant nerfs to your aim in this as well. So we'll see this one. This one is a 40. I have turned on strict screening because it is a nightmare when you level up someone that is terrible aim. So I have turned that on. I'm going to move in a little bit more of an aggressive position here, just up the side of this car. It does leave us open to an opportunity of being flanked up from the left-hand side of that truck there. But I feel relatively confident in doing this. We'll post these guys up here just now, and then we'll start taking some pot shots, I think. One other addition to this game, if you're familiar with it, is the ability to steady aim. Steady aim basically it gives you a plus 20 aim for the next turn, but it does of course use up your turn. So that can be quite useful. 35% chance is a little bit below what I normally would take, and I know there's more enemies there, so I will do this. And for this guy, I think I might just, I'm going to take the 40% chance just now, just to see. And it's going to be a massive miss. Not really surprising there, to be quite honest, but yeah, you take the wins with the losses. This one, it'll be a 35% as well. I'm just going to overwatch with this one, just on the off chance that there is going to be some more aliens coming up here. I would normally think about moving around there, but there's more aliens, and I don't want to pop more waves. Very important to manage your manage how you pop waves in this mode, most definitely, because it can get very, very dangerous. So we'll see. This alien's probably going to take a little bit of a pot shot, but no, no. He has been mind melded by different aliens, so that's going to work out okay for him. That does give him a health bonus and a damage bonus. He is just going to go for that. And there we go. We pop another wave of 4 sectoids. We're going to get our reaction shot on this. Doubt it's going to hit, to be quite honest. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. I have so little faith in my recruits. But that puts me in a nice little position for the rest of this. Right, okay, so from here, I think probably the best thing to do would be to move back here. And that puts us in a flanking position here, which gives us an 80% chance to hit and a 60% chance to crit, which is fantastic, I have to say. And he's only got 3 health, so he should die. Yeah, there we go. Down he goes. So that's quite nice. So I'm going to post this unit. Let me see, 55% chance to hit on this one. He does have slightly higher, but taking out that Overwatch is going to be quite important, I think, in this sort of situation. I don't really want to be using grenades for this at all, because that will, of course, get rid of any chance of getting some lovely, tasty alien artifacts. So this one's going to be a 40. I believe I will actually just take this 40, and it's going to be a kill, so that's good. That will allow the rest of our units to move up a little bit more if we so desire, and I do desire, because I'm a bad man, clearly. Okay, so we're going to move Verhoeven into a slightly more aggressive position. Just probably catch vision of them here, and that's unfortunate. Did actually catch an Overwatch here. Just hope this doesn't hit, and it is a miss, because sectoid plasma pistols are terrible. So that puts us in a flanking position on 2 of them. That is an 80% and an 80%, so it doesn't really matter which one we go for, so I'll take this one just now, and we'll see if we can get anyone. Oh, there we go. Overwatch is going to proc on the alien turn here. I'm going to do 3 damage to him. That basically puts him in a critical position that anything can kill him from there. If I throw a grenade, even on the edge of damage range, it will probably kill them. Aliens do have armor in this one as well, so depending on their research level and tech levels and things like that, you will do reduced damage to aliens, depending on a number of factors. I'm not sure armor. I think you've got armor penetration in this, so it's hard to say. Right, so it's a 41, a 52. I think we're going to go with a 52 here. And there we go. That is a kill. After this mission, I'll go over the options that I've got turned on for the difficulty on this as well, because it's one of the more important things about this one is managing your difficulty. I'm not confident enough to play this on kind of the intended way, so I've got a few easier modes on. Personally, I don't find it particularly fun to miss every single alien until the end of time, so I've got something that will augment the aim chances on things like that, to make things a little bit closer to the original, but still a little bit more challenging in terms of the metagame. I don't know if I'm using metagame there correctly, but still, whatever. So I'm just going to post up here, and I think I'm actually just going to reload with this unit just now, and I'm going to Overwatch with this unit. This one, fairly okay, I would say, but not great. I'm actually going to steady weapon there as well, to see if I can maybe get a higher percentage chance on the next turn. It didn't actually end up happening, so I'm going to move Shiming Li up a little bit here. Going to catch out an Overwatch, unfortunately, which is a little bit silly of me, but of course sectoid plasma pistols, as I said, pretty low chance to be hit. So post up here and reload, and that will give us a little bit of vision, also baiting out that Overwatch. I'm going to move him over, Ellen Johnson over here, and see if we can get a little bit of a hit here, and that's going to be 80%. He is out of cover, so that does count as a flank effectively, so that's another kill, which is always nice to see. Dead aliens, always good. Okay, still no vision here, so I'm going to set up an Overwatch there. And let me see, I'm going to go a little bit more aggressive here, move up to the side here, because if the alien goes round there to try and avoid this dude, then he will be caught out, hopefully. Right, okay, so I think I feel safe enough to go here. And then I'll start with an Overwatch. This unit... See, I don't have quite the range to get where I want to with this unit, so I think possibly what I want to do is get into a little bit better cover, because of course he's flankable from that side, and go for a reload. If you ever want to see someone playing this that's really, really good at it, I would recommend checking out Beagle Rush's videos. He is just, I don't even know how you think that way, but he is insanely good. Very, 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 very good at this game. This is going to be an Overwatch trap again. I'm going to run it in an Overwatch. Nope, it seems that we have actually cleared out this entire pod of aliens, so that is good. So we will do that, and we will go for a bit of an aggressive move here as well, because of course meld is very important in this game. So yeah, I'm going to go even more aggressive here, just pop up here, and then that'll put me in a position to be able to pick up that meld on the next turn. I'm going to pop over here as well. Hopefully this alien is still... I don't know where he's gone. He seems to have run away like the Child he is. Right, okay, so there's not really any good cover here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to overwatch with that unit. From here, I think this area has been semi-scouted out, but I don't really feel all that comfortable, so I think what I'm going to do is dash up to here. And that should maybe put me in a little bit more of a chance of not dying horribly. And you will die horribly. Units will die horribly in this thing. I will be naming units after they reach specialist, if I can remember and be bothered to do so. We shall see exactly how things go in that regard. So I'm going to post up over here. Another dash, pretty aggressive move, but still, I'm all in favour of doing it. Alien activity here, so that shows us where the aliens are roughly, which is nice to do when the aliens are kind of running away from you. And there we go, and Overwatch is going to proc on that alien. Going to miss, of course, because they're recruits firing assault rifles. So, not so ideal, but of course that sectoid, he's not easily flankable, I don't think. If I had an assault, maybe I would, but I don't. What I'm going to do first of all here is I'm going to go grab this meld before I completely forget, like I always do. So I've got myself 4 meld, and I'm going to Overwatch, just in case. It's a 35% chance to hit here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over here, pick up this meld as well, and it's still 35, so I think I'm okay taking that, to be quite honest. I'm just going to... That's a 2. So that's fine. RNGesus is on my side today, which is always nice, because he normally isn't. Normally me and RNGesus have a bit of a strained relationship, shall we say. So, yeah, I'm kind of sick of this. I'm wanting to get this over and done with, so can I AP? Can I AP? No, I can't. So, there we go, Overwatch, and we'll go for a little bit more, a little bit reasonably aggressive, but still, it's full cover, so I'm all in favour of full cover. No, you don't want to be on Overwatch because there's nothing for you to ever shoot. So I'm going to, you're in a kind of useless position over here. So I'm going to dash in full cover over on behind this big truck here. So that should be fine. You will, I think you can go over here, and then that'll put me in a position to run up next turn on the off chance that I can't actually kill him this turn, which is doubtful, especially because Fournier is going to shoot him in the face. No, Fournier is going to shoot the middle distance. Middle distance is a real threat. And that's going to be, no, not an Overwatch actually, but it's going to be a miss. So this looks like it's going to be quite good. I think this is going to be the last alien. If I can kill this without dying horribly, that will be quite nice. So that's going to be a 35. I feel if I'm moving this high cover. No, that is not the last alien. Oopsie, oopsie. But they are going to run away a little bit here, so 38, I'm actually going to AP this, just to be sure, and then I can set up a little bit more defensive. Yeah, Dr. Valen, no one likes you, just shush. Do some great research for me, but it's, you know, no one's asking for your opinion here. So I'm going to dash over here, and speaking of recovering artifacts, like she's waffling on about, I'm going to pick up that meld. Meld is, if you're not familiar with the series, it's used for, or at least enemy within, is used for research and upgrading your, upgrading like to mech suits and for bionics and things like that. All sorts of tasty things anyway. So I'm going to push over here. I'm hoping I can get up. If I can get up here, sneak up, maybe get a flank shot from behind that. And that'll put me in a pretty good position, I would think. Move up a little bit more here. I know I'm using half cover here. If there's anyone even is going to comment on this, they'll probably rage about me using half cover. But to be quite honest, I think I'm okay against sectoids. And also, I'm a bit gung-ho with this game, which is probably why every single long war game that I've tried to play so far has not ended well, shall we say. The difficulty curve in this one is massive compared to the other games. No, not going to trouble the Overwatch there. That's a shame. So this alien is also going to be an Overwatch. So, grab the meld. I think that's all the meld, I think. Yes, that is all the meld. So that is that's a rarity for me, I have to say. Okay, so spin round here. Ah, yeah, bugger. That's not good. Still going to move there. I'm going to Overwatch. That's a shame. Right, okay, so we've got 35% chance to hit on him, so I'm going to take it, to be quite honest. Regret. Should have steady weapon. That's always the case, isn't it? Any decision you make will be the wrong one in Long War. I was about to move there, but that's a terrible idea. So I'm going to... Fournier's got 50, well, obviously 50 with the chance to kill here is better than not. So we did get a kill there, that's quite good. Okay, you are going to... No, you're going to standard move just now to the bounds. I'm going to play a little bit safe here. There's a rarity for me to play it even vaguely safe, but I'm going to, just because I'm just, you know, just that kind of guy, you know. That is full cover blocking this, so running through Overwatch is fine in this circumstance. I was going to eat my words there, but luckily I managed to figure something out, and we get an Overwatch off this as well, so it's quite a close range one, but unfortunately, close range or not, doesn't really matter. Rookies are useless. So, I'm going to take a little bit of a hit there. That's 3. I knew I was so chuffed for myself that I was going to get out of this without any injuries. You're punished a lot more in this mod for injuries than you were in any of the other XCOM games. There's actually significant. There we go. There's an Overwatch. That's not good. Ah, there we go. Sectoids. Woo! You're awesome at aiming. Sectoids don't ever change. That was a mistake. Oh, Overwatch, you're miles away, you're bloody useless. Right, I'm going to take 35, or maybe, no, not with you. Full cover, there you go, there's some full cover. No, that's not good. And you will pop up over here and see if you can get a shot. There you go. What's your chance? 59? I'm going to take a 59. 59's good. There we go. Almost grenaded him there. That would have been a little bit silly. But well, things happen. Let me see. 35. 40. I want this mission over. Can I? Bang him. Pop a bangarang and such. Don't think this will actually kill him. Yep, no, it does. There we go. And mission success, 10. And I only injured 1, so that's good. Yeah, so that's fine. So, what happens now, basically, we'll get introduced to the base here, and the kind of metagame aspect, which in the original game was kind of... I'm going to skip all this nonsense, you don't need to know about that. Storyline, pointless in this. Okay. So, after, of course, everyone's got experience and things, you do get fatigue in this one as well, so you can't just have the same guys going to the same missions every single time, which makes things a little bit difficult sometimes. So, Okeke, you did quite well for me. You got 2 kills. Well done, Okeke. I think you deserve a name, actually. I'm gonna have to name you after this. So, basically the way that this works is when you level up, rather than just getting kind of like, oh, you're a scout, or you're a sniper, or you're an assault, or something like that, you get a choice between 2 classes, and you can go to a random class. I think, if memory serves, all of them have been split up into 2 classes at least. So this is kind of like the support, what was originally the support. So you get the field medic and the grenadier. I'm just going to have a look and see what we've got here. I'm going to get the other guy... No, I'm not. Okay. Right, so first support, medic. Medics are always good because, you know, not dying is a plus usually. Specialist, these ones... let me see how many weapons, tactical have we got? Tactical. Right, okay, so we can have 1 of each, so that's good. The infantry that I'm leveling up here, that one is, of course, you know, you've got light 'em up, which basically means you can fire twice, which turns them into total death machines in the late game, which is lovely. I am a big fan of things dying. Right, okay, special weapons, rocketeers. I don't really intend on firing that many rockets unless I have to. And of course there's the gunner, which is kind of like the traditional gunner in XCOM. Original, and of course the enemy within, well, I say original, it's not actually the original, it's the remake, but still. So I'm going to go off with a suppression to start off with, because suppression's nice, minus aim, more defense, scout snipers. I'm a big fan of snipers, and you get squad sight from level 1 as a sniper, which is always nice, because it was a little bad. Right, so we've already got our infantry, and this one is going to be the assault, which is basically, I mean, you know, it's an assault. Yeah, I'm sure if you've played the game before, you know what that is. Run up, shoot them in the face, and get mad crits. Okay, so as I said, I don't really want a Rocketeer that badly at the moment. Anyway, when I've got limited resources here, I think I'm just going to roll a random. Come on, RNGesus, give me something good. There we go. That's another sniper. Fantastic. Serves me right for trusting RNGesus. Okay, so at the end of a mission, you get all this stuff. You get some new researches. You get all the dead stuff that you've deaded. The weapon fragments as well from stuff that you didn't grenade. Well, I did grenade quite a few, to be quite honest, well, 2. And your meld. Meld, not that useful right now, but later on will be very, very useful. So this is your base, and this is where you scan for activity, as it so helpfully says there. And that's how you kind of advance the storyline and get all your stuff. So, situation room up here, this is where all of your countries are, and it shows you how raging at you they are. If this bar gets all the way up to the top, and the month ends, they leave the XCOM project, which basically means that this delicious $80 or $40 or whatever, I think that's actually a Somalian sign, but still, I think Somalians, yeah, it's monies, anyway, 50 monies. Yeah, all this, if they disappear, they get that. You can also launch satellites from here. As you can see, I've got one, and that is currently over Germany because my main base is in Germany. And when you launch a satellite, it makes them happy, which means that these guys are absolutely a-okay with the alien invasion at the moment. When you launch one, it lowers the panic and gives you more money. So that is pretty nice. So say, for example, we'll put one over to France, that would double the amount of money we give them, 120. I'll explain all the other jazz in a minute. Okay, so that's the situation room. You can also visit the grey market and sell stuff. Okay, over in engineering, this is a bald man. This is where you can buy all the stuff that you want to get. So you've got your satellites, as I explained over there, shivs, which are kind of AI tanks. You can rebuild your shivs and upgrade your shivs, and you can get sawed-off shotguns, which I'm not that big a fan of, to be quite honest. I'm more of a sit back from range and blow their faces off sort of thing. Can usually kill people anyway. And of course, the more important thing about here is build facilities. You've got all this stuff. So straight off the bat, I'm going to get. No, I'm not actually going to get that. I'm going to excavate this and. I don't know. I'm actually, I'm going to build a satellite uplink straight off the bat, I think, here. This is the bit that I'm really not very good at. I mean, in the missions, I can hold my own. Stuff dies on both sides, usually. Usually my majors are highly ranked XCOM guys and leaves everyone else alive, but still. Satellite uplinks, basically it means that, I'm sure you can read there, with you get one extra satellite for every one of them, and each one it's next to gives you an adjacency bonus, which is an extra satellite. So that's quite nice because there's a satellite uplink there already. So I'm going to put my satellites up here. Right, okay, satellite uplink. Begin. Okay, I'm going to build an access lift as well. Begin construction, and that's probably enough for the moment. I don't think I need anything else. I don't even think I've got the power to do anything else. So I'm going to build power here. No. Don't know. See, this is the bit that I always struggle with, because you've got, I think, probably what's best to do is power here, with these two, power here. I can just build power all the way down here. Then I can get my labs, and a couple of labs, a couple of workshops, and some other stuff down here. You can put some stuff there. I don't know. We'll work it out as we get further on in the series anyway. So, I don't really need to buy anything at the moment. Research, this is one of the important bits. You can shut up, I don't really like you very much. Apart from all the lovely, lovely things that you give me. So, research. As you can cover more things and research more things, you get more stuff. It's not just kind of like shoot bullets at aliens and hope for the best. You can get some laser weapons and all sorts of other stuff. So it's always nice. Excuse me while I take a drink. Okay. Okay, so xenobiology basically means that we'll be able to look at aliens and say, ooh, these are aliens. What's shiny about aliens? Alien weaponry. Sounds really good, but it's not great. Alien Materials is basically working out all the stuff that they do. Don't have enough alloys for it, or Illyrium anyway, so it's fine. So it's basically a question between xenobiology and alien weaponry. Xenobiology is fantastic because one of the main things in doing this thing is research really, really fast. Try and research as fast as you can, and this gives you the opportunity to do that because you'll be able to trade. Countries will occasionally send you requests, and this allows them to send you requests for corpses, and they'll go, hey, I'll give you 2 scientists for this corpse, and it seems a little bit like slave trade to me, but who am I to judge? So we're going to research in xenobiology because that'll put us in advance a little bit. You shut the hell up. All these people talk far too much in this game. That's what I have to say. It's lovely when you first play it, but I've played quite a lot of XCOM. I think I'm hundreds of hours now. Between different versions I've played. My Steam version's not that far. Right, so, and over here you've got your hangar. So I've got 4 ravens, and I'm actually going to rename these Birdman Dubois. That's a good name. Birdman of Alcatraz, and Nanook Hafner, Ripper Kennedy, and Hooter. I think Hooter is a good name. So anyway, so these are stuff. So you can edit a loadout, and they'll give you different stuff. This one is for armored stuff, and this one is just for normal stuff. So you want to have at least a little bit of armor. So I'm actually going to put 2 of each. Actually, there's no little point. I think just 1 Stingray missiles just now, because you're probably not going to be seeing many armored big targets that I'm going to go anywhere near. One thing you really need to be careful of in this is to not do stuff that you're not supposed to yet. And the aliens will do stuff, and you won't be able to stop them until much later on. And it's just something you're going to have to get used to. In the first game, it was basically aliens are doing something, kill them all. But in this game, not so much. So now we're going to scan for activity because there's nothing much. I forgot something. So barracks, view soldiers, right, so these are all the soldiers I've got, not too many. In the original game that'll probably be enough to get you through for the entire, in fact probably these dudes would be enough to get you through for the entire game, but in this you're going to be upgraded to, you know, bringing 8 units on a mission, things like that, so that's something to bear in mind. And also all the different subclasses, nice to have a lot more stuff. So I'm going to hire a bunch more soldiers. Not soldiers, soldiers. There we go. If I can speak properly, that would be nice. So that's going to be 10 more head and shoulders. So they'll arrive in 3 days, and they're just going to be crappy privates, and you can't actually advance them before you buy them, unlike in the other game. So, scanny, scanny, scan. Let's see what happens here. And it does move quite a lot slower when you're scanning in this mode as well. Oh yes, I almost forgot something. I was going to say these are my second wave options. So I have strict screening on, so rookies start with fixed stats, because in the other one you could end up with someone that's rolling as a sniper that gets upgraded to like a sniper, and they've got 40 aim or something like that, and I'm not really up for that. Training roulette, this is just to make things more interesting. Each soldier's training tree will be partially randomly generated. It does not apply to mech troopers, it's just to make things a little bit more interesting. Not so long, and saves gun, whatever, it's just in case something goes horrifically badly and I want to continue the series. Not so long war, basically this is shorter because the long war, the proper long war will be, I think if we were to do this episodically per mission, I'd probably be up to like 400 or 500 missions by the end of it, and I'm not really up for that, to be quite honest. I'd like to eventually finish this if it's possible. Cinematic mode, as I said, there we go. The weapons are more accurate because I don't really find it that fun to miss with my entire team over and over again. And the final one I've got on here is aiming angles, which basically it just makes a little bit tactical, a little bit more interesting because you get an aim bonus closer you are to flanking an enemy. So it makes it a little bit more realistic because, you know, you can fire at someone when there's kind of a straw in front of their face and it's, oh, they're in cover, so I'm not going to be able to get that. But aiming angles makes it a little bit more interesting. So you have to be a little bit more careful. So there we go, and of course I'm playing this on normal because that's a recommended one. People who don't play it on normal are nuts, to be quite honest. So we shall scan for activity here and see what happens. Right, so this is abduction sites, and this is one of the best things about this. Commander, only one! There's only one, there's not a choice of 3 like the other ones, so you have to like choose one and then everyone else will be raging going, hey, why is your single team of dudes not able to go 3 places at once? We're all angry and stuff, and I'm just like, well, what's up, bro? There's not really much I can do. So I will end the episode here, and that will be episode 1 finished. If you like the series, then please, of course, like, subscribe, whatever, all the stuff. Do the stuff. and I appreciate it. And of course, if you put in comments, I will read them all, and I will reply to any ones that are not just "lol, you face so smash," or whatever retarded nonsense that you usually get. And there we go. So thank you very much for watching, and join us again for episode 2.